I have plenty of check marks that I have done with my winter goals. I technically have till March 20th to try to get these done. One of the things that's on my list that I really want to try to start tackling soon, since the weather is, it's being good, it's not too cold, I can clean off my outdoor furniture. So I pulled out my power pressure washer and I plan on trying to attack the outdoor furniture. I'm sure that it will need cleaning again towards the end of spring before summer, but for now I'm going to try to clean off the winter weather of my outdoor furniture. So let's see how it goes. So some of my outdoor furniture, mainly what I want to clean is the cushions, because when it sits out in the weather, it gets a little dark and dingy like this right here. But I really believe with some good soap and water, it can get cleaned. So that's some of the things that I'll be cleaning. And I have 2 of those to clean. Then I have the outdoor chairs that I want to just kind of wipe down. They're not really dirty per se, but they have been sitting in the weather. So I do want to give them a quick wash. And then I have some more that's sitting out on the patio and on the front patio. So that's what I plan to pressure wash. It's good to have good pressure on your pressure washer when you turn it on. It's easier for me to just line up and bring my outdoor furniture to this spot here instead of me lugging the pressure washer to them. So we're gonna try to make it do what it do. These here are some chairs that's been sitting outside on my patio, and I'm gonna pressure wash them because I really wanna paint them and put them to good use, probably in one of the tiny houses is what I wanna do. So that's why they're sitting here. But if they don't work for the tiny house, at least they'll be cleaned and painted. But I gotta clean these cushions that go in those chairs, and I have to clean both sides of these. So we're gonna start off with the chairs, and then I'm gonna do the cushions. Then I'll pull my front furniture around to clean it off here. Normally, if I'm cleaning some of this furniture, I will spray it with like some Clorox cleaner or some outdoor cleaner, but I won't be doing that to these. Number one, I don't want them to change color, but these are just, these sit under trees anyway, so it defeats the purpose. They're gonna get back dirty after so many months anyway, but for now, so these are nearly dry already. That's the benefit of doing it in the sun. And these are still dripping, but they'll be dry in no time. But I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna move these out. Then I have some more backyard patio furniture to spray, and then I'll bring around my front. So with these, because they've really been sitting in the weather, the blue ones aren't so bad, but the green ones are. So note to self, buy dark when you do that. But I'm gonna spray them with some foam and bleach, and hopefully that'll help, help them get clean. We'll see. So I decided not to do the front furniture because it only has the padding that needs to be done, and it's not really bad, to be honest. So I think I'm gonna start with this little bitty sidewalk and go ahead and do that. Even though the rest of my carport and my patio needs pressure washing as well, it won't be getting these today, but I will do my little walk inside. Okay, I finished that. Way better than it did. And that's gonna end it for today. I ordered some brisket, and I've been wanting some deviled eggs from Jimmy's. But I must admit, y'all, I feel much better when I prepare my own meals at home. I really do. So that's the thing. Maybe I will try to cook. Oh, this is a big maybe, but 20 days out of the month. 20 days out of the month. Yeah. Because I do feel to knock over the garbage can. Good morning. It is wash day for me. So I've already washed one load. I only had 2 loads today. So I'm going to go in the bathroom and grab those dirty clothes and take them in the washer. It's supposed to rain and possibly storm. So I'm going to also later this morning go ahead and go to the grocery store, which I was going to do that tomorrow, but I'm actually going to do that today. I'm about to put all these dishes up and just kind of spruce up the kitchen area a little bit. It's not dirty, but I just got to put these clean dishes up and away. Now I'm about to, in a sense, go grocery shopping before I actually go grocery shopping. I normally would, when I have a tight schedule, do a pickup or delivery. But today I actually want to go to the store because I have some more errands to run in that area as well. So I'm going to look through of course, the buy one, get ones and see what they have going on this week. And then I'm going to make my list based on that. And I just add it to a list. And then I just take the list, shopping list. I take the list and that's how I shop. Oh, I need some more olive oil. Don't open till 7. So that'll give me time to create this list, and hopefully by the time I get ready to go, my clothes will have stopped and I could go ahead and put them in the dryer and they'll be dry by the time I get back. I'm running late. It's 7:25, but this have 36 more minutes to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and run to the grocery store because I actually have to be back. I have to be back a little before 9, really, because I have to jump on a meeting at 9. So headed to put. And honestly, I was gonna wait, y'all. I was just gonna wait because it has not started raining yet. But the more I wait, the more I don't want to go. I already don't really like grocery shopping, so I better go on. I have at least 2 meals I want to meal prep, but maybe when I get in here I'll see what else I could do. Something quick. I don't want to eat broccoli all 4 days, but let's see how it goes. Buy one get one free deals, so I think I'm gonna get that. And I grabbed one of the Fantastics. I've never used it before, but I hope it'll work for where I want to use it at. I'm out of cabbage in my freezer garden, so I'm gonna get a cabbage because I really want to do some smothered pork chops. So I'm gonna do that. This Chobani Greek yogurt was on my list to get as well. get one free. Let's see. But I don't even really eat applesauce, but since it's buy one get one free, that's a good snack to keep us from eating so much cornbread. Sometimes I buy this right here, and they look pretty good. It's only 4 of them. That's decent. So that's gonna go with my cabbage. And these little cute key lime pies. Whew. Y'all know we cutting back banana cream. That looks good too. I'm gonna stick with what I know. Mini key lime. All my broccoli's gone out of my freezer garden, and the bunch is $2.99. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab two bunches. Oh, squash is gone out of the freezer garden. Oh, y'all know what? I want some more of that turkey, ground turkey. I'm gonna get that. So I need some peppers, asparagus spears. I still have some asparagus in my freezer garden though, and I still need to make that asparagus soup. So I think I'm just gonna look up and see what all I need for that asparagus soup. Yeah, some ground turkey. It was good, y'all. This recipe, ground turkey, was pretty good. So I'm gonna get that. So I always try to get the freezer kind, even if I'm not gonna be using them for the freezer, because this will help me put my leftovers in the freezer or be able to separate my meat and put it in the freezer. So I just always get the freezer kind, even if I'm not using it for the freezer. Need some bagels. Oh no, I got those bagels. Let me stop playing because they got some music playing in the background. No. It was over $100. But it's okay. It's okay. And just that quick, it started raining, which I was trying to avoid, but oh well. I managed to get out and get in. Okay, so now I have to spend time to put all this up in about 15 minutes. I'm gonna put up what I can, like my cheese, my eggs, the meat. But stuff like flour, I can leave out. But I'll put up what I need to. So. And I do think I'm gonna go ahead and start that asparagus soup. I think that would be a good lunch for me today. So I'll bring you along when I start that soup. But for now, I'm gonna put up this stuff and hop on my knee. Wait to try these. The thin bagels. It's a bagel. It's just thin. It's not as bulky as, you know, them big bagels with some egg and some turkey and some of my onion and chive. Wait, if they're good, this will be my new everything go-to bagel. I was gonna try that recipe, but I'm gonna give these a shot. It is 1, 2, 3. It's 8 of these. So, y'all, I'm about to go ahead and separate my chicken and freeze them in packs of 2. And then I will go ahead and hop on my meat. For this meeting, we always try to enjoy a piece of fruit together. So I chose watermelon this morning for mine. In fact, I'm always choosing, I think I'm always choosing watermelon. One time I had a banana, but every other time I'm always choosing watermelon. Yes, I'm a watermelon fan. And it is 8:54. I have 6 minutes. I'm gonna try to take 2 bites before the meeting starts. So for this meeting, I don't just log on early. It is 9:44. I'm showing you these chairs that I had to go and pick up after I got off my meeting. Got off at 9:30, and I was able to make it over to this furniture shop over in about 10 minutes away from me, 15 minutes away from me. I had saw these chairs sitting out in their sale section when I passed by the other day, and I was like, I better measure it. So I measured it, but I didn't go back to get the chairs. So today I just remembered, oh my God, I need to go and try to get the chairs. Because when I went into Home Goods and Hobby Lobby, I couldn't find anything that I needed. And these are going in the tiny house, by the way. I don't know if you can see them, but they were $35. They were marked down for $35. And so when I went back today, I got both chairs for $44. When I tell y'all, I love a good deal. I love a good deal. And if I would have gotten them the other day, I would have spent $70-something. So a little patience and a little waiting sometimes helps, sometimes, because I really and truly thought these chairs would be gone. But anywho, he had to put them in this way because I still have my grill that my sister gave me, both of the grills. I had that one and I had another one in the back that she gave me. So hopefully I can take all that out. But I don't know, it's about to storm. I may need to leave them in here so they won't be thrown all about by the wind. But anywho, I'm so excited because I got these chairs, and I had promised the tenant that I was going to find her some chairs for that table, because that was on me. I should have been got the chairs because it is a furnished tiny house. And so I just hadn't had time to look for any. And when I did have time, the ones I found was too expensive for me to spend money on. So I was able to find these, and I'm so glad. Yay. And they fit perfectly. Put that knot on there. Go ahead and hang the TV wall mount up too, but I didn't get the TV, so, and I may not get the TV, but I'm wondering how difficult it is to put the TV up after you get the wall mount up. Maybe I'll ask that. So while my husband is putting that in the tiny house, I'm going to go ahead and grab the things I need to start this asparagus soup. So onions, I still have some of those. And okay, these are the asparagus. And I have 3 bags of the asparagus. And then, you know, I cut up the ends just to make the soup with. So I think I'm going to use all of my asparagus for this. And that will only leave me with 1 zucchini left. I have a bunch of lemons, which I need lemons for this, but I think I need the fresh lemon juice, so I'll be using the fresh lemon juice for that. Grab the lemon. There it is. I already had a lemon in here, but it calls for lime juice, so I'm trying to see if I need to do lemon or lime. And then I need sour cream. And then I need chicken broth, which I still have just enough for this, a half a cup. To use that. And butter. I need a tablespoon of butter. call for mayonnaise? No, but if it did, I'll take it out. Oh, milk. Calls for some milk. And I think that's it. If I need anything else, I'll pull it out. So I'm going to go ahead and get my asparagus soup started. And of course, I'm going to bring you along to see how it tastes, see how it turned out, see how easy it is to prep and all of that. It says it takes 15 minutes to prep, 25 minutes to cook, total time 40 minutes. So that'll be right around lunchtime when it's ready. This particular one serves 4 servings. I'm using just probably a tad bit more asparagus. Let's jump to the recipe. Yeah, so here we go. I have the asparagus, the chicken broth, onion, butter. Oh, the flour. I bought flour because I don't really make anything with flour, so I had to buy some. That right there. Salt, have that. All right. Black pepper, milk, sour cream, and lemon juice. So we're gonna stick with this and stick with the lemon juice. See how it tastes. So okay, you're gonna add your asparagus, your chicken broth, and your onion in the saucepan. And I did go ahead and cut up my asparagus into 1-inch pieces. I didn't want all that fibrous part. I only cut the top parts off those. But for these, this is what I had originally cut up for the soup. And then we're gonna add onion. I think this is the last of my white onion. And then I'm just gonna add all this chicken broth because the way I feel, you can just never have too much. It calls for 1/2 of a cup, but I'm gonna just use the rest of this because as you saw, I bought plenty more at the store. So it says cover and bring to a boil. So that's what we will do. While I'm waiting on that to boil and get it done, I'm going to go ahead and cut up my cabbage because that's what I'm cooking today. And I'm gonna actually split this up because it's just my husband and I, so we can't eat a whole cabbage in one setting. That's why I froze what I did. But I'm going to go ahead and cut the entire thing up, and then I'm gonna set the rest of it in the refrigerator because if we eat it all up today, then in a couple days I'll go ahead and cook the other half. But for now, I'm just gonna cut it and wash it and prepare it for later on. I guess I'll start my dinner. Like, I don't like to eat late. Like, I'm not a late eater, so I prefer going ahead and preparing my meals early, and at the latest eat by 5:30 or 6. Some nights I can eat about 7, but anything after 7 is really pushing me. I don't like to eat that late. Go ahead and put these in the bags, but I'm not freezing them. I do want to try to, it's a cabbage soup that you can make as well, and a lot of people do it for weight loss, but I've just always wanted to try it just in general. So maybe I'll look up the recipe for that and use one of these bags for some cabbage soup. If you've tried it before, let me know what you think about it. All right, back to the asparagus soup. It is boiling good. Now we're supposed to reduce the heat and simmer. I have my sour cream and my milk ready to go because it's going to go in next after we transport this to the blender. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce the heat so it can simmer a bit. I'm going to simmer it on 4. And when it's all simmered up and the asparagus is tender, then I'm going to transport it. That part should be interesting because, and with this fibrous stem, yeah, we're going to see how that turns out. We're going to see about this recipe. We're going to try to make this recipe do what it do. But I don't know. I may have to strain it. It says to puree it, but I don't have a puree machine, like a thing to puree with. So I'm going to try to do it in the blender. But in the meantime, we'll let it simmer. Okay, back to over the sink. I'm going to go ahead and wash my pork chops and have those marinating. And I think I'm going to just marinate them. I'm not sure what I'm going to marinate them in just quite yet. So I'm going to wash these and then I'm going to sit them in here and then I'll see what I'm going to marinate them with. I really haven't even thought about it. Two of these I'm going to put in the freezer to cook another time, and the other three I'm going to prepare for today later. So I decided to use a marinade that consists of soy sauce, brown sugar, mustard. You can use this mustard or Dijon mustard. This is the only one I have, so this is what I'm using. The garlic powder and minced garlic. You can feel free to use whichever one you have. Then of course salt and pepper. I'm using dark brown sugar because that's all I have. So if you have light, you probably can use that as well. I'll put the recipe in the description box because I'm definitely not measuring probably according to how I'm supposed to be measuring, but you'll have the accurate measurements in the description box. So brown sugar, garlic, Worcestershire sauce, or this is soy sauce. So we're going to put that in there like that. And I'm going to be baking these, so I won't be frying these or grilling them, but you can grill them. I'm sure that would taste delicious. Little garlic powder, mayo, nope, mustard, that's good. No salt. Remember that soy sauce is salty already. Pork is salty already, so you don't need to go overboard with the soy sauce or salt. And then basically you just take this, close it up, and massage it. Just massage it. And I'm going to go ahead and turn my water on because I'm going to have to immediately wash my hands after this. But normally, if you have a big enough bag, you can just stick your pork chops inside the bag. But I want to pour mine over my pork chops. Then I'm going to cover my pork chops and sit them inside the refrigerator until I get ready to cook them. When I get ready to cook them, I'm going to take them out of the refrigerator about 20 to 30 minutes before I get ready to cook them. But before they, but this marinade can actually sit 24 hours if you just want it to. So by the time I get ready to cook, it will be about 4 hours that it has sat in the refrigerator. And I just want to get my hands in here and get it, each piece engulfed in this marinade. It smells good. And like I said, you can let it stay in here at least an hour, but up to 24 hours. So mine will stay, by the time I get ready to cook it, it'll be 4 hours. And that's that. Y'all, this creamy asparagus soup is actually really, really good. Only problem I have is I'm gonna have to strain this because the fibrous strings from the stem part is at the bottom, and I don't want no strings when I'm eating soup. So I'm gonna attempt to strain as much as I possibly can into a different bowl and see if that helps with the fibrous parts. I'm not sure if you only use the top leaves, if it does that or not, but the fibrous parts I know is stringy. Here it is, my cornbread with my asparagus soup, and I topped it with a little bit of parsley. I'm about to enjoy, but take note, if you don't have a puree thingy, then the blender will blend it, but it will not get the fibrous little pieces out. So take note of that. You may have to strain it. This one on a snuggly sheet to go in here because it's bedding I'm washing. One more load of bedding. I had 2 loads of clothes, 2 loads of bedding, and I'll be done for the day. My last piece, y'all. Cornbread with asparagus soup. Creamy asparagus soup, I might add. It was delish. My green tea. Then I'm going to go out to check the tiny house door and the wall mount. All right, it's on there. I got to set my tea down. It should just open. And so I got to try to enter the temporary lock code, and then I got to set a new code, and then we'll be ready. So no keys, just make sure you remember what your code is. There's a TV mount up there. I could do a 19-inch to 55-inch. The way that it's looking, I may need to do maybe like a 25, 30-inch in here because that sounds big, but it's really not. And then over here, I had my husband add this little protective cover. Now let's check this door because I already tried entering the codes, the new codes and all of that. And lock it. I do have the key in case the codes don't work. So let me try the key code that my new tenant is going to have. Excuse me for 1 minute. Yay. Now it's time to unload my last bedding sheets, and it has taken all day because I started about 5 something this morning. Oh, I want to put in a dryer sheet. Started about 5 something this morning, and it's coming up on 4 something. So whew, I'm done. Yay. Now I'm gonna wash up the dishes that I used to make the asparagus soup. Then I'm gonna start my dinner, my cabbage and my pork chops. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse out my big pot here so I can start my cabbage, and then I'll sit my pork chops out because remember they have been marinating and I need to take them out at least 20 minutes before I want to cook them. So I'm gonna cook those in the oven, cook my cabbage, and I'm trying to decide if I want squash with this or sweet potatoes. I'll decide later, but for now I'm gonna wash these dishes. I decided I'm gonna do sweet potatoes and put them in the oven. One of my bartending gigs have been placed on hold because, like I said, it's supposed to be bad weather, but she told me to go ahead and just kind of make up a couple cocktails and put them in the pictures, and she'll just let my deposit that she already paid me go towards that. So I'm going to come in and buy the tequila for that, and Hey there, how's it going? Come in and buy the tequila for that because I was actually trying to. Ooh, y'all switched up on me. Tequila. Oh, yep, you knew. So we're gonna try to get this made for her. I'm actually gonna get the small Tito's. Then let's see what can we do. What is trying to find? I think I'm gonna do the Jose down here because it's just for a cocktail. Yeah, we'll get this one. So glad I went early this morning because that parking lot is packed now at the Publix. I'm so glad I went on and got it out of the way. Even though it's not raining, sometimes it pays to be the early bird. It smells good in here. Thanks to my sweet potatoes and cabbage. Yum. I had them cut off because I had to go to the ABC store. Let's check on these sweet potatoes. And then I'm going to start my pork chop. I'm checking on the sweet potatoes, and then I'm going to start my pork chops. I do have to go to her event at 5:30. I had told her as long as it hadn't started raining or anything like that, I would still come. And tonight they are having a specialty cocktail that I put together and wine. Those are the only two drinks that will be served at this event. But tomorrow night they were supposed to do a different kind of event where I was going to have it's not a full bar, but she wanted me, instead of coming tomorrow, to go ahead and make the same cocktail again, make enough for her guests for tomorrow's event as well. So I won't have to show up tomorrow. She'll still owe me, I think her balance will be $80 because I already received a deposit from her. So I will let that deposit go towards these 3 cocktails that she wants me to create for the event tomorrow. And tonight is already covered with her deposit, but tomorrow she would owe me a balance. But since I'm not doing a full-fledged bartending tomorrow, then she'll only, I think it's roughly around $80 that she'll owe me. I'll do the figures. It's no more than $200, I do know that, but I'm thinking it's $80 based on the deposit that she gave me. Let me check my sweet potatoes out. Ooh, they smell good. Yeah, they're good. They're good. They smell good. Now I am debating if I want to go ahead and cook my pork chops on top of the stove or if I want to cook them in the oven. Sear these on top first. So. Ooh, it smells good. Sauce. We'll cover that so we can go ahead and sear those pork chops up really good on both sides. Then I'm going to transfer it into while I'm waiting on that to sear up, I'm going to be preparing these cocktails for her event tonight. Oh, they seared up so pretty. Wait a minute. The smoke is blurring. Oh, they are seared up so pretty. I may just do them on top. I may not need to put them in the oven Because if I add a little flour to that, smother them with some onions. So I finished the cocktails. It is basically tequila mixed with a ginger, what is it, elderberry and white tea mixture. So, and then it's sweetened a little bit with simple syrup, and it's actually pretty good. It's refreshing, and that was her theme. Let's be refreshed. So she wanted a cocktail to resemble the theme of her women's get together, and it was refreshing. So I think they will enjoy these. This is what will be served tonight as well as tomorrow now, since I won't be physically in presence tomorrow at the event. I was going to make these and serve other cocktails and drinks and so forth, but since weather is pending, we can't be on hold. So she wanted to be prepared, and I don't blame her. So I'm going to take these tonight when I go to her welcoming event, and then she'll serve them up however she chooses to serve them tomorrow. So these are the 3 cocktails. Lemons. Cranberries go in as well. Cute. As a reference, if you're wondering what I use, this is it. It's like a sparkling white tea, ginger, and elderberry. This is non-alcoholic by Toast. By Toast. It's non-alcoholic. It's their non-alcoholic rosé version. But of course, when mixed with tequila and simple syrup, it creates a sparkling, refreshing cocktail. So that's what's in here. And we have the cranberries and lemon as garnishes just to make it cute. All right, my dinner is ready. We have sweet potatoes, we have smothered pork chops, and we have cabbage greens, and we have, of course, our cornbread that I purchased. I won't be able to prepare a meal and eat before I leave for this event, but when I get back, I'll be eating, okay? So I'm gonna close out this video vlog, and hopefully those who are affected by any bad weather that we have, I hope you guys are safe no matter where you are in this world, okay? Until next time, you guys, enjoy your day, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are, enjoy yourselves, you guys. Woo.